Folks, I'm back to using flips. I'll explain later.
Hey everybody, you know, you might look at this if you regularly follow my channel and say, hey, you're not yellow anymore, or amber, or whatever color you thought it was. And there's a reason for that. And I just want to take this video, or this vlog, to share with you why that is. First of all, I'm using, again, hey, Flip Video Ultra. Now you might be saying, wait a minute, didn't Cisco discontinue the Flip? They did, but you can still buy them. You have to look hard for them. I bought this one, the last one on the shelf, at Digital Pal in San Francisco on Powell Street, just up from the Powell Street BART station. I believe the address is 400 Powell. At any rate, prior to my purchase of this Flip Video Ultra, I had this one, which, as you can see, if you look carefully, was cracked right there. In fact, that got cracked at CES 2012 at the Panasonic press conference while I was trying to go over to interview Justin Timberlake. Actually, this is just like the Flip Video Ultra I'm using. And then this Flip Video Ultra HD, that goes back to the time when Pure Digital started the Flip, before Pure Digital was bought out by Cisco. And as you can see, this one has a crack too. And how this crack got there, I don't know. And if you note the design of this one, I bought this at Walmart in Georgia, actually Fayetteville, and they overcharged me for this one. But well, whatever. I got a price for it. They overcharged it, even though this is an old version, and so be it. But that's beside the point. This cracked too. You got to be careful with these lenses. Flip Video's this cracked. So, and hey, I had another Flip Video too, and this one, see that? Cracked again. So, not much though. There's not much of a crack in this one. It's enough, just enough to be barely noticeable, just enough to impact, I think, just barely the image, but still it's a crack nonetheless. So I've got all these Flip Video cameras that I have used, and all have been cracked. Now, I have another Flip that CNN gave to me for being an iReport OG, as Lila King put it. I gave that to Bev Rivas, so that's the fourth Flip Video I had. I had one that I lost on a United 747. That's the fifth. I had another I gave to Eve Ledford when she was helping me on the Atlanta VidBlogger show on television. That was last year. That was the sixth Flip Video camera. And of course, the seventh one was another one. No, actually, that's it. That's six. 6 Flip Video cameras that I have owned to date. And, well, but all of those produce this kind of image that you should see. You don't have that yellow problem. Now, by contrast, when I was using the iPhone, this is my iPhone, tout at the back there, sponsoring the trip to the Democratic National Convention. I might add, see that, tout, T-O-U-T, right? Its image does not ferret out the tungsten in fluorescent light like this one. I mean incandescent, not fluorescent. Ugh. Now you would say, okay, don't use fluorescent light. I mean incandescent, not fluorescent. Ugh. You're right, I need to get a new lighting source. That's to come, a different background will come, absolutely correct. But right now I wanted to get this straight right here. This lighting, tungsten issue, I want to eliminate that first, and that I could do quickly. So, I was using this, and it was producing that same kind of yellow tungsten lighting problem. And then, of course, I bought this nifty, cool Sanyo ZAC-D camera. I really like this camera. At Digital Pal. Love the camera. The only problem is that it also does produce that same kind of fluorescent problem that I've been dealing with. But I do like this camera. I can use it underwater. It's got a 30 times zoom. I love holding it, and so it's an excellent camera to have. I really like this a lot. And then I was trying to use this Sony Bloggy Live, but there's a problem with it. And aside from the fact that it's not well designed, for example, the flip is standing up like this, right? I can't have the Sony Bloggy Live stand up the same way, because if I do, the image comes out sideways. It comes out horizontal like this. It doesn't orient properly. So what happens if I were to stand up like this? Well, I can't. Why? Look at the way it's designed. You see that? So if you put it on a surface, it falls. It's not designed to stand up. It should be square. Terrible. But the bigger problem is that when I go to use it, and, well, batteries are out now, not coming on. When I go to use it, after about, 4 or 5 minutes of video time, or film time, if you will, guess what? It stopped. It would just plain stop on its own. That happened to me twice during major interviews. It was very disconcerting. So I can't use this anymore. And I just bought this year at the Sony Style Store. Say that real fast. The Sony Style Store. Sony Style Store at Caesar's Palace, or Caesar's Forum shops actually, in Las Vegas during the Consumer Electronics Show. The first person in the Americas to buy this, and probably not the first person to have a problem with it. That's not good for Sony. So with all that, I am back to using the flip. Now, the other thing I like about the Sanyo Zacti camera is that it does have a true optical zoom. Flip is digital. And as I mentioned, it's underwater capabilities. I like the fact that I can hold it in a common way. Which gets to the other thing I like about the flip. In the years that I've used the flip, has specialized a way of created a way of using it where I can turn it this way, that way. I can refer to something behind me, around me. I've perfected the art of using the flip as a kind of third eye, if you will. And I'm very proud of that. So I'm going to hold on to this habit of using flips as long as I can. If you see a flip somewhere that's available, let me know. Buy it. Maybe I'll buy it from you. These are still, in my view, the best camcorders ever built for the money. And it's really sad that Sony, when given the opportunity to become the heir apparent in the development of a camera that is as convenient to use and as good as the flip is to use, did not make that heir apparent camcorder in the Sony Bloggy Live. They had their chance and they blew it. Now, someone might say I haven't tried the other Sony Bloggies. Okay, maybe, I will. But right now, I'll have to try it to see. I'll give it a whirl at some point. And hey, if Sony's watching this, someone wants you to send me one. So anyway, that explains how I got to where I'm at right now. Flip video camera, still the best camcorder for the price and operation ever made.